Hey guys, it's Rich from Predator BP, and I'm making this video today to show you our new babies that we have here. I know it's been a long time coming. I've been extremely busy with work and everything else at the moment, but it's time to get back to making videos. And as you can see here, I've got a little co-host, which is Atlas, who is my cinnamon pied that I got from Paul over at New Forest Morphs. So before I go on, we want to say speedy recovery to Paul at New Forest Morphs. As you guys probably know if you're following his channel, that he had his hip surgery. He's recovering really, really well. His determination is amazing. And I've been getting little updates from him, but I know me and the community can't wait to see him fighting fit. It's so good that he's had this surgery now for something that's plagued him for such a long time. He's going to be a complete new man. So speedy recovery, Paul. The community is with you. We look forward to more of your updates, seeing you play golf, swimming, and doing all of those things that you love to do. That's awesome, and a beautiful, beautiful animal that we got from Paul. So guys, me and Atlas here. Let's talk about our babies. All right, it's been over a month since they hatched out. So we put in our first ever pairing here in 2025. We did a spider double het hypo clown to a pastel double het hypo clown. The goal here was to try and produce a nice hypo clown to take forward in clown projects. Okay, the other pairing that we did was a leopard pastavi, leopard pastel and mojave to a banana enchi pied. The idea there was I really wanted to try and hit some leopard banana combos, 100% het pied, to take forward in my pied projects, and maybe producing a nice male to have put to Atlas here, who is an astonishing girl. Look how big she is. She's one of those females that's she's just lean, long and lean. Look at her. I love that. You see her puffing there? I love it when you hear them breathe. Anyway, guys, look, without further ado, let's get to the babies. This is my little start-off rack that I made, and Kiku's going to come back into the video here, aren't you, girl? Because you like to be nosy. And just to explain, this is just to get the babies going. Anyone watching that's new, all right? They are very shy animals. We need to make them feel secure. We need to get them feeding. I am assist feeding 3 of these animals at the moment that haven't, we haven't got there yet, and some are very confident. And the great thing is I can just upgrade as I go, and I'll move them into larger tubs and let the enclosure grow with the animal. But we start them off in these starter tubs here just to get them rocking and rolling, all right? And I'm quite happy with the tubs I've used because they're all greyed out at the side, so only light is going through the top. The top is clear, and there were just some tubs that I got from B&M. And obviously we've got a heat mat on each shelf here. As you can see, it's all taped down on that bottom one. And then the thermostat controlling it all is just around the side, but it's literally just a bookcase, and it's so easy just to make and put together. And it gets you rocking and rolling, all right? Okay, let's work our way up on this clutch then, from the least amount of genes to the most. So we're starting off with the spider double het hypo clown to the pastel double het hypo clowns clutch. So you know what this is, guys. This is a beautiful normal, and obviously they are possible het hypo, possible het clown, and you've got to take time to appreciate a normal, because without these guys we wouldn't have what we have today with all the genetics. And it's funny now because when you hatch out a normal, because I don't have any normals in my collection, I only have morphs. I really was fascinated by the normals. I thought they were awesome. They're just so beautiful. These are the ones that have started the whole thing. You see the blushing on the head stamp there. You see the blacks going around the eye stripes, and then, we've got the blushing and the faintness. Makes you wonder how much of the hets actually shine through. But there we go, guys. There's a beautiful, beautiful normal. Let's move on to the next snake. So next up from a normal is pastel and spider. So yeah, apart from the single gene normals, I didn't hit any other single genes in the clutch. So we have 2 genes in here. We have pastel and we have spider. and obviously it makes the bumblebee. Let me just get this little one out. I think they're actually going into sheds, so they're a little bit dull, but you can see the dirtiness around the sides of the pastel there. Bumblebees get really beautiful on the sides though, because they'll start going all white, a bit calico-esque on the sides, which will be beautiful as she grows. She's got those awesome web-like patterns. The head stamp is fantastic. We've got all the dots on there. Just so interesting. When this one was pipping, I thought it was something more than a bumblebee. I thought I'd hit something really special. And she is special. I mean, they're all special, right? But it was a bumblebee, and that's how impressive it was just from the head. I have sexed all these, but as you can tell right now, I haven't labeled them up, so I'm going to sex them again very soon and label them up to see what we've hit. Some of them I do remember, some of the other combos that we've hit. But there we go, guys. So we've seen a normal and we've seen a bumblebee. Obviously this bumblebee is pos het clown, pos het hypo. Well, let's put you back. There you go, little one, and we'll move on to the next. Moving on to our first visual recessive. So we actually hit 3 visual clowns in this clutch of 7, which I think was pretty good odds from a het-to-het pairing. But only 1 visual hypo. So hypo was the harder gene to hit this time around. This is a male, and he is feeding really well, as you can see. You can see the comparison as we move through the snakes, guys, to the ones that are feeding by themselves and started feeding straight away to the ones that are now needing a bit of an assist. But I love pastel clowns. I love the speckled head. We got pastel, we got clown in here, no more. I did think maybe he was going to be hypo to start off with, but when he first came out the egg, he was a lot lighter, and it takes a while and a few sheds to actually see what you've actually got properly when you've got more subtle genes. Look at those beautiful, healthy tongue flicks. Some nice shading there, but he's got some really nice pattern. The father who created the clown that's in all of this line had amazing clown pattern, very jumbled up, very striking, just like this boy here. And obviously he is pos het hypo, so he might be het hypo and able to produce some hypo clown combos, but he's astonishing. Look right there. Absolutely love it. And just amazing pattern. This is clown. You know what clown does at its best is just this crazy pattern going down the dorsal. And we've got pastel in there, and I think pastel's doing a good job of actually check this boy out. He is very inquisitive. Like, this little dude here will make an awesome pet. I mean, ball python's being shy, right? But this little dude, he is not shy at all. Hence why he got feeding so well. I love the shape of his head. He's got a very strong looking head. But yeah. Right, let's move on to the next one. Now, I actually wanted to wait a bit longer before showing this one. This one's actually being assist fed at the moment. They've had 2 assist feeds so far, so they haven't gotten feeding by themselves. And they haven't taken another shed yet, and I really wanted to show you because it's really hard to pick up on camera. But we're going to show this little boy, and this one is male. Now this, we believe, is actually a hypo spider clown. Now I believe it's hypo. The shed was clear when it did its shed, but I want it to shed a few more times. But can you see all the blushing in between some of the spider pattern? There we go, you can see it there on the neck, and it gets thicker as it goes down, and it just has that iridescent hue to him. Just pick him up. Like I say, you're not seeing him at his best, unfortunately, because he is being assist fed. This was the last one to come out of the egg, and in fact it was trying to sit in the egg till it all dried up and everything else. So I can't remember whether I actually pulled him out in the end because there was nothing left in there, or whether he came out. I can't remember, but you do get them, the ones that just sit in there forever. Didn't want to come out, Slow start in life for this boy right here, but he is beautiful. So there we go, guys. We did hit a hypo clown, but we got a spider in there as well. So I think the odds were pretty good there to have actually hit a hypo spider clown. So getting hypo and clown, two recessives in one animal. And hopefully this guy will get feeding soon by himself. I've no doubt he will. He's a really cool boy. Very, very friendly too, and inquisitive, as are most of them. I love it when you can spend that time with them and just get them really associated with human company. Okay, this is my favorite one, guys, and you know, not the double visual, but my favorite for sure. Might be a double visual, I mean, who knows, but I believe this to be a bumblebee clown, so pastel spider clown. There is a possibility that she, and this is a female, is hypo, but I don't see it. The only reason I'm in an R in a little bit is just because the head is still so white, and she has taken a shed after the initial shed, but there's a lot of yellow in there. We've got brown in that dorsal stripe. She's another one that is just incredibly friendly, and this is the reason why I've shown this girl last, is because she's my favorite. I think she was the first to get feeding. You can see her right there, checking out the camera, focusing in on the heat. Look at this. She is beautiful. Many, many moons ago when I was first keeping royals, ball pythons, I really wanted to have a bumblebee clown. And it's just ironic that I've got one now all this time later. But yeah, if she's not hypo, and I don't think she is, but I guess there's a small chance, I'll try and check her shed. I do believe I did check it and I couldn't see any pattern in it, but it is difficult because she's only really got the line work going down the dorsal. But I'll keep checking the sheds. But she could be het for hypo, and she is really, really cool. So yeah, bumblebee clown, guys. So as I was just showing you these as I was going through them, we hit two normals, two bumblebees, we hit one pastel clown, one bumblebee clown, possible hypo, and one hypo spider clown. Not bad odds, right? From a het to het pairing. 7 eggs, no slugs, all eggs hatched out, and everyone incredibly healthy. Right, I'm going to move on now and show you the two from the Leopard pastavi clutch that have got me scratching my heads. And we'll see what you think of those. But look at this girl right here. Look at those little spots on the head. That is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Healthy, intelligent animal right there. That is what it's all about. Right, so we're going to move on to these two, as you might remember me saying, Leopard pastavi, Leopard pastel Mojave, to a banana enchi pied, okay? And we got, forgive my cats making noises, scratching their scratching posts, as you can see. Little Kiku down there, making some noise, aren't you, girl? Huh? Making some noise? She's not impressed. Right, let's get back to the snakes. Where was I? Yeah. Leopard pastel Mojave to a banana enchi pied. We got 4 good eggs, 2 slugs. Now, this clutch, I didn't expect to get at all. She only had 1 pairing and it was months and months before she actually went. I had actually changed my mind about pursuing this. So I did the first initial lock and left it. I didn't think she was going to go, but she did. And it was the rhythm of the room because she literally followed the spider double het hypo clown, and she was days behind her with everything. Ovulation, pre-lay shed, and obviously laying the eggs was a different story. She took forever to lay, but these eggs, so going back to what I was saying, right, we've got 4 eggs, 2 slugs, and out of the 4 eggs, 1 we lost halfway through incubation. And then another, unfortunately, hatched out a very deformed snake that didn't survive. So only 2 survived in the end. They hatched on day 61. And if I didn't mention it already, the spider's clutch took 68 days for me to then cut them, and I cut them. In the end, they would have took 70 days or more to pip out. So a bit strange. Not sure if incubation temps or whatever had anything to do with this or what was going on. We had some temperature fluctuations in the room and everything, with the summer to the winter, and all kinds of different stuff going on. Very hard to control temps when you've just got a small collection. You're just doing it in a bedroom. But let's have a look at these two animals, because they look very different. When I showed them to the guys, so Racket Ralphs and Joe Tully from Tully's Outrageous Royals, Rob Barrowclough from Royal Balls, Hamlin's in there, like everyone seemed to believe these were both the same snake. They're both Leopard pastavi. Now obviously they're both possible het pied. Only time will tell on that. Right, let's look at the first one, this one. This is the one that's feeding by herself. They're both female. And just look at the darkness of this one. But we've got some weird stuff going on. We've got some lightening of pattern. See here? See how we've got strong yellows? But then here it's like it's being smudged out or wiped with a cloth when she was painted. Like, let's go hypothetical there. Look, you've got it here too. Now this could just be some sort of het pied influence, right? I believe Rob from Royal Balls has made a video on het pied in this combo, causing like a almost tri-stripy effect. And look at the head stamp there. All right, now we don't believe Enchi to be in any of these. I did at first because of some of the head stamps, but the guys sure didn't. Do you see that? Now she's feeding a bit weird, this one. She won't coil. She grabs it in her mouth, just sort of falls to the floor and then just swallows it. There's been no coil from this girl, but I believe I've seen that before. Let's get her back in focus if we can. Right, I'm going to pop her in. I'm going to need to put the lid on there because this one loves to... Oh, maybe not. Will you stay in there? Let's get you side by side. I want to show you this other one. Now look at the difference. Look at the head stamp. So white. Yeah, blushed out. But look, pale, white. The rest of this snake is pale as well. Now this one, unfortunately, is being assist fed too. I've got 3 snakes that are one of the normals. And then this little one here. And the spider hypo clown. But look at that. In comparison, do you think they're the same snake? This one almost looks super pastel, but again, it's got this whole yellowing being strong in some areas, but in others being wiped out. Is it het pied doing this, or is there something weird going on with these two that can't be explained? I was talking to Ben from Infinity Morphs. He thought it might have been a Parfo clutch where they produce copies of the mum, but he was saying that it's a possibility that they can pass two lots of the same gene on. So where she was pastel Leopard Mojave, she could have passed on double pastel to this one. Could this one be a super pastel leopard? I don't know, but that head stamp. This is why I thought there was Enchi in there, because of that head stamp. Look at it. Connecting eye stripes. Weird sort of line going down onto the neck. But I don't know, guys. I'm lost on these two. I really, really don't know. They are very, very striking, though. And it's the reason why I love Leopard so much, is because of what it does. Look at that. I can't wait for these to really get eaten and really grow and really see, how beautiful they actually will be. But what do you reckon, guys? Jump down in the comments. Let me know. It's a strange one, isn't it? It really is. So there we go, guys. There's the long-awaited video on the babies. What did you think? Some cool ones, right? And they were really just 2 start-off pairings for me. Breeding this year. I just wanted to get into it, prove that I could do it, try and hone my process down. I've learned a lot of things along the way, and also really understand what I want to do, because I'm just going to do a few pairings a year. It's just a small hobby for me. I love doing it. I love bringing new life into the world, and I'm doing it to try and produce myself some just amazing combos. And I'm just going to be working with Clown, the Batman project, the Hurricane project, and then I've got some pied projects to do, which is crazy for me because pied was never one of my favorites, but it's really grown on me. My son Marshall loves pied too. I kind of credit Paul in the New Forest for that. I went down there, fell in love with some of his pied combos, and obviously came back with a visual pied with Atlas here and the Ultramel het pied. I've got another pied project to share with you later that's come to me from Joe Tully. Now, I don't know if you guys are aware, but Joe Tully from Tully's Out Regis Royals has wrapped things up, okay? He's taking a break from the hobby now, and he's getting out. He's concentrating on work, he's concentrating on his family, and it's the right thing for him to do. I was quite shocked when I heard Joe was going, because he's got such passion for this hobby. And I was gutted because he's done so much for me. He's helped me get into the hobby. He's given me some amazing animals. He's been such a support, and someone with so much knowledge and so much passion too. He's done nothing but help people in this hobby, nothing but show the best of what it's all about and the animals he's produced. And we wish Joe all the best. I'm going to try and continue his legacy now with the project he's given over to me, which I'll share with you guys on Friday. It's a project that he never managed to hit. It's a double recessive project, and hopefully I'll continue Joe's legacy on that one for him. So thank you, Joe, for everything you've done for me, for the community, and I can't wait to see you come back one day, because I know that you will. You'll get the bug and you'll get back into it when the time is right. So guys, that's it from me and Atlas here. Yeah, we done. I think we're done, right? You've seen the babies. Let me know what you think. I hope you're all well. Hope you're doing well. And I'll see you on Friday's video where I'll show you this new project. Take care.